Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am just getting off of work and I wanted to make this like a weekend book vlog because I have so much to catch you up on as far as the books go, and also a book that I DNF'd because I just couldn't finish it, you guys. And I'm gonna try, because I did purchase this book and I paid full price for the book, and it was mostly because how pretty the book was, and I really need to stop doing that. I need to read the first chapter before I buy it. But I just left Publix and I wanted to do a little haul, and then I'll probably leave you until tonight. But I'm just so excited to film my first actual book vlog. But it's been so long, and I really should do this more often because Publix has them 3 bundles for $12. But I got me some flowers. That's baby's breath. And then I got some really pretty red carnations, and they smell so good. And of course, my favorite flower, which are sunflowers. They're gorgeous. So I'm gonna probably cut those nice and pretty and put them in the vase on the kitchen table. I also went in just to get some, with this new medicine that I'm on, I'm not very hungry for like a lot of food. Like before, it was super food noise. All I thought about was food. Now I don't. I've lost 18 pounds in about 4 weeks. I'm still like in that 18 to 20 pound lose, gain. So I might up the dosage of the medicine that I'm on. But I have been craving my yogurt bowls. And what makes a yogurt bowl, obviously for me, is it has to have strawberries and bananas, at least strawberries, and it has to have the honey oat Kodak granola. The great thing about this granola, it also has 16 grams of protein per, let me see, 16 grams of protein every 2/3 of a cup, I think. I'm almost positive. But you guys, this honey oat Kodak or Kodiak, however you say it, this granola comes in clutch every single time. So I got the Kodak granola. I also couldn't find the yogurt that I normally got, so this one is a good alternative. I really like it. I do think that it has a little bit too much sugar in it. However, it's a probiotic, obviously, but it's the honey vanilla Greek gods yogurt. It is so good. And then I have the strawberries. I already have bananas, but these strawberries looked divine. Like, do you see how plump these strawberries look? Like, they look so good, and they're bright red, and they're just fat and ready, okay? Then I got, my friend did my hair the other weekend, and she used the L'Oreal Elvive Hyaluron Plump Hydrating Conditioner and Shampoo, but it was the purple bottle specifically. And just to make sure, I did smell it in the store, and I'm going to smell it again because, oh my gosh, how do I explain this to y'all? Oh my gosh, it smells like a faint memory. Do you ever just smell something and you're just like, ooh, a faint memory? Not a certain memory, it's just like a memory, and it smells like a clean berry. I don't know. I don't know. But I got the shampoo and conditioner. I also saw this on the shelf. It's just like this really cute Christmas tree that lights up. Here, we'll cut the light off. And it does different colors. How pretty is this? Like, come on. And it was like $2 or something, like $2.99. And I just think this will look so cute on my bookshelf. So I got that. And this is the throwback, okay? If anybody remembers, if you know, you know. This might show my age, and I'm good with that. But I've never had it in this flavor, which is the swinging sour apple. But if you know, you know. And we will try this tomorrow together. And then last but certainly not least, I don't know, and this, like, just this, you know, winter season, it's starting to get really cold here in Charleston. And at night, I just like to get my heating blanket and a book. And I'm just like, oh, it would be great if I had like a hot tea, obviously a decaffeinated tea. But I like a spicy tea, like nutmeg and cinnamon and pumpkin. Well, I saw this one. It's the chai decaf blended warm spice. So I'm going to try this one. It smells really good. Let me see if it tells us what spice blend or what type of spices. I don't know. It has cinnamon sticks on the front. It has ginger. It has clove. I can see clove on the front. But I'm super excited for that. And that is all I got on this haul. I am very excited to go home and put my flowers up and just get my dog, get a very nice hot cup of chai tea, my heating blanket, and then we'll chat about the books that I finished and that I'm currently reading. I have 2 books I'm listening on Audible. I have 1 book that I'm reading and 1 book on Audible that I just finished. No, I finished 2 books on Audible this week. I have just been in a reading mood. Anyways, we will chat later, and I'll see you back at the house. Bubbles now, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the books that I finished, the books that I'm reading and listening to at the moment. And also, I hope you can hear me okay. And also the book that I got from the free book house that was in Somerville, which is close to where one of the cities close to the city that I live in. And it was called The Wife's. It sounded good. And I, again, should have read the first chapter before grabbing it. But I was excited about it. And I really liked that it had a bookmark in it already. And it said, Serious Goose Ready to Let Loose. And I was like, oh my gosh, cute bookmark. The cover looks cool. Let's try it. The synopsis sounded okay. Get down, Bubbles. Get down. But I read the first couple of pages and this is a no for me. Certain books I feel conviction on and I just won't read. So I will be putting this one back into a free book giveaway house. Okay, let's talk about the book that I just finished. It was amazing. I got it on, I actually listened to it. It was an Audible. I got it off of the Libby app. If you don't have the Libby app, I will put it on the screen somewhere. It is a free app as long as you have a library card where you can check out books and audiobooks. So I don't know why I can't. Okay, of course. Remarkably Bright Creatures is the name of the book by Shelby Van Pelt. Now I want to read all of her books because I thought her writing was so like cozy. I felt really at home reading the book. But basically, here, let me just read you the synopsis of this book. Let me go back to my Goodreads. And I do keep up with Goodreads. If you want to follow me on Goodreads, I'll put my Goodreads link in the description box below. Ooh, I need to update that because I have it on my want to read, but I did read it. So now I can put that I read it. I will 5-star it because it was definitely a 5-star read. And I will also put some comments on it. So let me go ahead and rate the book. So basically the book was an exploration of friendship, reckoning and hope, tracing a widow's unlikely connection with the giant Pacific octopus. Now I know what you're thinking because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, Jenna, what are you talking about? You're about to read a book about a woman who has a connection with an octopus. It sounds cheesy, but so many people that I watch on YouTube just kept raving about this book, and now I understand why. I give this book 5 stars. It was I would say it was a page turner, but I listened to it audibly, but I could not stop listening to it. I listened to it in 2 days. But it says, after Tova Sullivan's husband died, she began working the night shift at the Sowell Bay Aquarium, mopping floors and tidying up. Keeping busy has always helped her cope, which she's been doing since her 18-year-old son, Eric, mysteriously vanished on a boat in Puget Sound over 30 years ago. Tova becomes acquainted with Okay, I don't know this word. So we're just going to say Tova becomes acquainted with Marcellus. I love his name. Okay, so Marcellus is a giant Pacific octopus living at the aquarium. Marcellus knows more than anyone can imagine, but wouldn't dream of lifting one of his 8 arms for his human captors until he forms a remarkable friendship with Tova. Ever the detective, Marcellus deduces what happened the night Tova's son disappeared. And now Marcellus must use every trick his old invertebrate body can muster to unearth the truth for her before it's too late. It was so good. And there's so many characters in this book, but the author, normally if there's a lot of characters, especially for me, I tend to not be able to keep up with everyone. I had no problem keeping up with the storyline of all characters, and I even listened to it while working. 5-star read. You must read this book, okay? So I finished that Audible. I also recently finished, what did I just finish? Let me go back. What other Audible? Oh, The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden. That one was, I give that one a good 4-star, maybe like a 4.5-star read. I did enjoy reading that book. I also, did I do that one on Audible? Yes, I listened to that audibly and it was a very good book. I also just finished The Crash, which was another Audible book. I work a corporate job, so listening to Audible books is just easier for me. The Crash, I want to give like a 3.75 star, and this is why. I just felt like the storyline in the beginning was really good, but then the storyline just kind of like faltered. It was just like over and over the same thing day after day. And it only took, I think it was like 4 days is how the book played out. But it was just really slow within those 4 days. And it was like the same thing over and over. It was super repetitive. Bubbles? No, ma'am. It was super repetitive. So at the end though, the ending was very good. I did like the ending. So I give that a 3.75 stars. And now we will talk about the books that I am currently listening to and reading. We'll go for the one that I'm reading now, which is The Bed in the Shed. Why isn't it not pulling up? That's weird. I have my Kindle here, so I can just share it with you. I want to give you the author's name. Oh, here it goes. Is it Izzy? Izzy Bromley. And I am currently, let's see, 113 pages out of 376. So I'm at 30% of the book, and it's definitely captured me. I really like what's going on in the book. So basically, my nose is running. The Bed in the Shed is about a woman. She basically lives for being a wife and a mother, and she doesn't have anything outside of that. She feels like she's just in this bubble and she's in this routine, and her family just depends on her, and she loves being a mother and a wife, but she feels like her children and her husband are taking advantage of her. Well, her husband decides that he wants to go on a Las Vegas trip with a friend at the same time they had scheduled to go on a trip as a family. So she's on strike and decides that she is going to sleep in the shed. And I'm not going to give you anything else. Again, I'm only about 30% into this book, but it's a very good read. I will say that Izzy Bromley, I do like her writing style. So she is another author that I do love reading her books. I'm almost positive I've read an Izzy Bromley book before. Let me see if I can find the Izzy Bromley book that I've read before. I'm going to just pull up all her books. Bubbles is over here having a hemorrhage because I won't let her up. Yes, okay, I knew it. I knew it was this book. So I'll put it up here on the screen. If you have not read any books by Izzy Bromley, please go get you an Izzy Bromley book. But the book is called, I bought the book because I just thought it was very cute. I think I may have got it on Kindle, but it was Table for Five, and I love like the yellow background and the cute little house shop. Like this is the coffee shop, and the coffee shop is like the main like I don't want to tell you much about this book here. I'll read you the synopsis of Table for Five. Table for Five, I will get, and right now it's on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read it now for free. But the main character's name is Abby Finch, and she loves her job. Unfortunately, her boss doesn't love her. When she finds herself unexpectedly unemployed, Abby realizes that she's left all her friendships fall by the wayside and has no one to turn to. Lost and lonely, Abby decides to leave her comfort zone and join the neighborhood cafe's community table. There she meets aloof, elegant Ethel, down on his luck Bob, colorful, chaotic Dawn, and recently relocated Virage. Friends? Not yet. But when they decide to help the homeless people in their community by staging an extravagant fundraising event, will something that begins as a good deed help Abby find a way back to herself and make lifelong friends at the same time? You guys, this was such a good book. So, I'm just seeing the picture of Izzy Bromley for the first time. Let me see if I can follow her. Okay. I just followed her on my Amazon. But yeah, so I'm currently reading on my Kindle, The Bed in the Shed, and I am currently listening to on Audible, The Inmate by Frida McFadden. And on my Libby app, I am listening to First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. So let me read you the synopsis of First Time Caller. How do I do that? I don't know how to do it on Libby, so I'll just Google it. Caller. The paperback right now on Amazon is only $9.99. But I'm pretty sure you can get it on the Libby app if you have a library card. L-I-B as in boy, B as in boy, Y as in yellow. But it says that Aiden Valentine has a secret. He's fallen out of love with love. And as the host of Baltimore's romance hotline, that's a bit of a problem. But when a young girl calls into the station asking for dating advice for her mom, the interview goes viral, thrusting Aiden and Heartstrings into the limelight. Heartstrings is the name of his radio station. Lucy Stone thought she was doing just fine. She has a good job, an incredible family, and a smart, slightly devious kid. But when all of Baltimore is suddenly scrutinizing over her love life, or lack thereof, she begins to question if she's as happy as she believes. Maybe a little more romance wouldn't be such a bad thing. So I am enjoying myself with that book. And then I'm also listening to The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I will give you the synopsis of that book. And then we will talk about what the rest of this vlog will be like. And it's going to be such a good time. So I really hope that you stick around until the end. But The Inmate by Frida McFadden, you can get a very good copy on Amazon right now for $7.14. I would check out, I'm pretty sure it's like worldbook.com. I think it's worldbook.com because they have a lot of good books for under $8. So it says, as a nurse practitioner at a maximum security prison, Brooke Sullivan is taught 3 crucial rules. 1, treat all prisoners with respect. 2, never reveal any personal information. And 3, never ever become too friendly with the inmates. But nobody knows that Brooke has already broken the rules. Nobody knows about her intimate connection to Shane Nelson, one of the penitentiary's most notorious and dangerous inmates. They certainly don't know that Shane was Brooke's high school sweetheart, the star quarterback, the golden boy who's serving a life sentence for a series of grisly murders, or that Brooke's testimony was what put him there. But Shane knows. He knows more than anyone, and he will never forget. So, yeah, you know how Frida McFadden is. She has very suspenseful books, and at the end of the books, you always think that you know what's about to happen, or at least I do. And every single time, this woman turns me around. Like, she just gets me every time. Okay, so tonight we went to Publix. I got some good stuff for my I got some good stuff for my yogurt bowl that I will be eating in the morning. I also picked up, as you know, the chai decaffeinated tea, which I will be having tonight as I read. Oh my gosh, we're going to do this right now, so don't worry. Give me like 2 more minutes. Tomorrow we're going to Hobby Lobby because I need to pick up wrapping paper because we will be wrapping gifts for Christmas that I bought for family. What else? And a friend. Y'all know my friend John. And what else are we doing? I need to go to Northwoods Mall and get a really good air freshener for my car. I've been wanting to do that, and I want to go to this certain store because they have really cute air fresheners and they last a long time, but they're super cute. And then what else do we need to do? I do want to go to Books A Million this weekend, so we'll probably stop in there. I need to go by the ATM and pull out the money for the cruise that I'm taking my mom on in March. So it's just going to be a really busy but fun-filled weekend. So stick around. But before I get off of here, I figured together we could do the spin wheel. And we're going to be spinning for 2 things. The next book that we will read together on my next book vlog, and how many pages I will be reading tonight before bed. All right, so let's do that together. Okay, I'm back. So we've got the spin wheel, and these are the choices. It's either going to be, so this is the choices for the next book that I will read on our next book vlog together, but it's The Stranger in the Lifeboat. I did not put the authors, but I know this one's by Mitch Albom. The Starless Sea, Husbands, The Happy Life of Isadora Bentley, Piranesi, The Wood at Midwinter, The Time Hop Coffee Shop, or The Bookshop of Yesterdays. All right, you guys, so let's spin this wheel. Got the wheel right here. Here it is. We're going to spin. Okay, I think I pressed the spin all up there in the corner. Yep. Okay. Here we go. What did we get? Okay. Husbands. So we got Husbands. So we will be reading Husbands on our next book vlog. I will need to find out how I'm purchasing that book, whether I go to Books A Million, Libby app, or my Kindle Unlimited. So that's exciting. Now the next spin wheel, hopefully that one didn't delete. Okay, so this one will be how many pages I read tonight before bed. All right, let's do it. All right, I'm ready. Let's spin. Oh, I was like, if it deleted again, I'm going to be so upset. All right, let's do it. 100 pages. We will be reading 100 pages. Okay, we can do 100 pages. Let's do it. I've read 25 pages. I have 75 more pages to go. It's such a cute little read. I really like it. I really like the main character. Carrie is her name. Carrie with a C. And I love that she loves her family, but she's also trying, because she's 37 now, and she's trying to find her independence as a person and not a mother and wife. And I love that she's actually standing up for herself, because it looks like she lived a lot of her years not standing up for herself and just being in that day-to-day hustle and bustle of being a mother and a wife, and just swallowing back and giving up her career to be home with her children, which she chose to do and she loves doing. But I love that she's standing up for herself, and she's finding herself in the process of standing up for herself in the bed, or in the bed, in the shed. Like, I just love it. I love it. I love me a woman who is independent and is just trying to find herself in a busy world. And my chai decaf tea is amazing. Hi. Hey. Hello. It is the next day. Don't be mad at me, but I only got, I think, let me check. I was supposed to read 100 pages last night. I read, I was like, no, there's no way I read. I forgot. I started another book this morning. The Girl in Cabin 13 by A.J. Rivers, I think. Okay, so I got 42%. We were at 30% of the bed in the shed, so let me see. I got to page 156, so that would put me at... I read 36 pages out of 100, so we will read the other 64 pages today. Okay, I just fell asleep reading my book. I have my Kindle and I'm laying in bed and I'm reading it, and it just keeps boop, boop, like popping me in the head. I'm like, okay, Jana, put the Kindle down. But it is Saturday. No, it's not Saturday. It's Friday. And we are headed to the Hobby Lobby. I need to get some wrapping paper. I also need to get some ribbon to go over the boxes to make it really pretty. I'm hoping to find this certain wrapping paper. I want it to be like brown and almost paper-like, but have some really cute minimal Christmas on it. I don't know. I have this idea in my head and I really want to try to do that. And then I want to do it with maybe some either, I don't know, as far as the ribbon. I don't know. When we get there, we'll figure it out. So I'm going to go to the Hobby Lobby today. I am going to stop into Books A Million, and I'm going to I think it's called like Southern Girl store to get the air freshener. I'm also about to clock in for work. My little side hustle, because it is the holidays and I'm paying, as y'all know, a cruise for my mom, which I'm super excited that I could do for her. All right, let's see. Oh, it didn't make me take a picture of my face this time. All right, so I'm going to clock in. Oh, I can't clock in yet. We got to go to the Hobby Lobby first, you guys. What am I thinking? All right, let's do it. I'll see you in a minute. So girl, I'm overwhelmed by you. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Hey guys, so just left Books a Million. Yeah, Books a Million. I always want to say I call Barnes and Noble Books a Million and Books a Million Barnes and Noble. I picked up quite a few books, but nothing like I read through each chapter of every book. I just sat down and kind of browsed through the first chapter, and nothing was really calling my name. And because I have so many books that I still need to read, I was like, nope. If it's not hitting, I'm not getting. So I went to Simply Southern to get the air freshener for my car to dangle from my window, but they last a long time. They're about $18, and I'm not spending $18 on a car freshener unless it's the exact one that I wanted and they didn't have it. But Dunkin' is across the street, and instead of getting my 10 for 10 pumpkin spice signature iced latte, I'm gonna try the signature iced, is it like a cookie cloud, something like that. I don't know. I watch this girl on YouTube. I've been watching her for a while. She's also a book reader, and she was talking about how it still had the coffee taste, and it wasn't too sweet, but it was still really good. And if you know Dunkin', it's either hit or miss. Their drinks are either way just off or way too sweet. So it's like 4 times out of the 10 you get a really good coffee at Dunkin'. I'm praying this is going to be a really good coffee at Dunkin'. So taste test in just a second. We'll do a little sippity sip sip. Okay, party people, let's try this drink. It looks really pretty. Very pretty. It has like all the cookie crumble at the top. But this is the cookie butter cloud coffee or latte. Oh man. Ten out of 10. Highly recommend. That is so good. That is so good. I will get this. This is better than my pumpkin spice, and that makes me sad to say. Guys, well, it is Saturday and I haven't checked in all day, but it's about 5 o'clock. I've been so busy. I just got home probably about an hour ago, but I am on page 223, chapter 46. I don't know if you can see that. So I read my 100 pages. No, I didn't get it all done yesterday, but that's okay. I got it done today. And so far so good. I'd say I'm probably at a solid 3.5 stars so far in this book. So basically now she is, well, I really don't want to tell you a whole lot because if I rate this high or if you are just interested in it and the synopsis at the very beginning, I will just say that she is finding herself, and again, this is The Bed in the Shed by Izzy Bromley. So the main character, Carrie, she is finding herself throughout all of this, but she's also noticing that she misses her old self that she was like basically going on strike for, just being like always the person who everyone in the house, her husband and her 2 kids, counted on. And her sister is also, so it goes back between 2 characters, Carrie and Bex, which is her sister. Bex is the younger sister, and she has a career doing what she loves, which is like web development and basically, she's like promotes things. She's really good at editing and all of these good things, but she's having a lot of trouble at her job. She's not happy there anymore, but she's happy with what she's doing. She wants to start her own business, but she's also getting things done at the house that her dad so lovely bought for her. But she's staying with her sister, Carrie, because her house is being renovated, and she's just going through the ringer. It's a lot. So, and both women's perspectives, they're going through like this big change in their life, and you're just kind of like in it with them, reading the story. And it's very comforting, don't get me wrong. So right now we're at a 3.5 stars. I don't know if that'll change. I am, how much percentage? 224 out of 376. So I'm more than halfway done with the book. We'll definitely see how it finishes. I'm praying that it finishes with a banger. But it's very comforting, and I do like reading it, so I'm not going to DNF it. And thank you so much for coming along with me on my Friday vlog. I guess it's been a weekend vlog now, and I'll see you guys soon. Much love. God bless.